मैनिफेस्टो रिलीज करने जा रहे हैं।
Social Democratic Party of India promises to lead popular struggle against fascism, dictatorial tendencies, and anti-people laws, and to work for development of a substantial and eco-friendly economic model based on 0% interest. Return to the concept of a welfare state with the emphasis on efficient public distribution system, free education, and health care to all citizens of the Republic. Social Democratic Party of India promises enactment of laws to ensure a corruption-free administration. Social Democratic Party of India promises proportional representation in legislature. Social Democratic Party of India promises thorough review of existing foreign policy to drive out subversive foreign elements like that of Israel, to restore our earlier commitment to national liberation and anti-imperialist struggle. It repeal of the Indo-US nuclear deal and review of FTA and ASEAN. Social Democratic Party of India promises complete review of center-state relations to make the Union more federal in nature and to give additional powers to the states and adequate space for subnational aspirations.
हिंदुस्तान का जो पॉलिटिकल सिस्टम है एक सियासी निजाम है। इस सियासी निजाम के अंदर फिस्ताई कुव्वतों ने अपने रसूख को बढ़ाया, अपनी जड़ें मजबूत की। कोई भी पार्टी हो, चाहे वो सेकुलर कहलाने जाने वाली पार्टियां हो, रीजनल पार्टीज हो, जो भी पार्टीज हैं, आप देखेंगे कि फैसिस्ट संघ परिवार के एजेंडे पर सब लगी हुई हैं। यहां तक के लेफ्ट पार्टीज का एजेंडा भी वही एजेंडा है जो फिस्ताइयों का एजेंडा है। हजरात, मुझे बताइए, आप वेस्ट बंगाल के अंदर गुज़िश्ता 3 साल से कौन सी फैसिस्ट फोर्सेस की हुकूमत थी जो सारे हिंदुस्तान के दलितों और अकलियतों की सूरत हाल है, उससे ज्यादा बदतर वेस्ट बंगाल के अकलियतों और दलितों की सूरत हाल है। हम क्या समझें? ये तमाम वाकयात किस बात की तरफ इशारा करते हैं? हम किसको सेकुलर समझें, किसको सोशलिस्ट समझें, किसको जमहूरी समझें? यहां तो शराब एक ही है, बोतलों के कलर अलग अलग हैं।
From the shores of Kanyakumari to the gullies of New Delhi, from far east Manipur to the far west deserts of Rajasthan, we find that until there is a movement, there is an effort for political empowerment, all our efforts in the path of community empowerment will remain unsuccessful or remain on the halfway. Because in the Indian context, in a democratic setup, power means politics. A person, an individual, a class or community which is denied of political power means it has been thrown to the dustbin of slavery. This is the balance sheet of the life of Dalits, tribals, Muslims in this great democratic country for the last 62 years. Popular Front of India has emerged as a social movement. And we have decided to maintain it, to develop it, to remain it as a social movement. But as a movement which has undertaken the task of social building, as a movement which has answered a historical call of empowering the people of this country, as a movement which is committed to end discriminations and to provide justice to all, it is our duty that we should try to create an atmosphere, a situation which is favorable for the political empowerment of the downtrodden, marginalized, exploited classes of India.
तासुब का सिर्फ एक वाहिद इलाज है, वो है रिजर्वेशन. अगर हमारा हिस्सा महफूज होगा तो कोई उसको हमसे छीन नहीं सकता. लेकिन अगर आप सिर्फ अकल पर छोड़ेंगे या उसकी ख्वाहिश पर छोड़ेंगे तो जाहिर आपके साथ बेइंसाफी होगी. इसलिए अगर आप समाजी इंसाफ को मुतालबा कर रहे हैं तो समाजी इंसाफ में रिजर्वेशन को सबसे पहली जगह दीजिए. और ये रिजर्वेशन सिर्फ नौकरी में नहीं, ये रिजर्वेशन जितनी समाजी स्कीमें हैं जो सरकार की तरफ से डेवलपमेंट स्कीम्स आती हैं, उनका बंटवारा जब होता है, जब बैंक के क्रेडिट का बंटवारा होता है, जब गांव में इंदिरा आवास योजना का बंटवारा होता है, तो उसमें भी आपको आबादी के हिसाब से मिले.
Resolution number 1, build a united front of the marginalized and deprived. National Delegate Convention is of the view that only unity among the Dalits, Muslims, Adivasis and backward communities will help them come out of this route and actively participate in the political process to work for equality and equity. Leaders and activities working among these communities should come forward to achieve this object.
Resolution number 2. Give up the new liberal economic policies. Since early 90s, the country has witnessed an about turn in economic policy, and the central government has embraced new liberal programs that favors capital accumulation and creation of multi-millionaires instead of going for the welfare of the common man.
The reservation movement has always suffered ardent opposition from the casteist and communal forces who used the masks of merit and creamy layer to defeat the reservation. Due to withdrawal of the central and state government from the service sector and the privatization of public sector undertaking, new employment opportunities are not created, and even retirement vacancies remain unfilled, gradually leading to the wipe out of the scheduled caste and scheduled tribe from the government and quasi-government job.
It helped liberate many countries in Asia, Africa and Latin America, and stood as a bastion of the freedom and sovereignty of colonial people. Past had seen India taking strong decisions standing firm on its policy and non-alignment, whether it be condemning the imperialistic US policies or incursion made by Soviet Union or supporting liberation movements around the world. But we have seen subtle but fundamental shift in our policies since 1990s.
The UPA government plan to introduce subsidy for the farmers is designed with loopholes which will only benefit the large-scale farmers. The majority of the farmers who own small area of land will not be the real beneficiary of the subsidy scheme.
Encounters have become national phenomena. It is reported that in Kashmir and Northeast and certain parts of central India, security forces kill people for their sport and later claim rewards and promotions of their bravery.
I am reading the 7th resolution to express solidarity